Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Well, it actually looks like Marvel is trying to make some changes. They've scrapped a few projects, moved a few up, appears to be moving in a hopefully better direction. But that'll be up to us, won't it? The fans. Will they survive? I sure hope they do. Can they manage to do it right with all the problems? I guess we'll soon find out, but until then, more after this.
United Comics Universe.
A universe for fans.
From pages to pictures, we are comics.
This is another hot one. Hear all about it. Be all about it. Read all about it. Hot one. Yeah. We back again with another article. Your dog's been sniffing around. Found one I like for us. About my boy Shang-Chi and Shang-Chi 2. And of course, the introduction possibly of Iron Fist. I said a long time ago that Shang-Chi would be a great delivery system to bring Iron Fist back on the roster, if you know what I mean, or restore what was. But let's see if he's coming back in a new way or they just rebooting Iron Fist. We shall see, won't we? This one's coming at us from CBR.com. That's CBR.com. CBR.com. Let's see what they got for us. Shang-Chi reportedly brings Iron Fist to the MCU. Insider Daniel Richman again reveals that Iron Fist will be part of Shang-Chi 2, which is moving forward at Marvel Studios. Article by Lee Freitag. This one posted only 16 hours ago, so it's relatively fresh. Some major story details from Shang-Chi 2 have just been shared, teasing an action-packed sequel that will be officially connected to Marvel Studios' overreaching multiverse saga storyline. Yeah, but can you keep up with it, Marvel? Can you keep up with it? Can you make sense? Because they leave a lot of unanswered questions. Yeah, get it right. According to trusted insider Daniel Richman via X, Shang-Chi will begin filming in 2025 with Destin Daniel Cretton returning as writer and director. Awesome. While light on plot details, Richmond did stay always light on plot details, but yeah, I get it. While light on plot details, Richmond did state that the sequel would feature time travel and Iron Fist. Time travel, huh? So it could be a different Iron Fist from a different time. Or multiple. Maybe Danny Rand too. Maybe multiple Iron Fists. Who knows? However, fans should not expect to see Finn Jones back as the superhero, as the insider added that the Iron Fist that will appear will be the same one that will debut in the upcoming Eyes of Wakanda animated series. Eyes of Wakanda animated series. There were so many different Wakanda series they were supposed to do. They're finally going with this one, it looks like. Eyes of Wakanda. I'm not totally sure what it's going to be about, but if it's time related, then perhaps we'll see Bashenga, the original Iron Fist from back in about 1,000,000 BC. You know, he was also on a prehistoric Avengers team back then with the original first Iron Fist. I think her name was Fan Fei, something like that. Fan Fei. Moving right along. While Eyes of Wakanda Iron Fist might be Finn Jones, Danny Rand, until the identity of the superhero is revealed, fans shouldn't take this as confirmation that the Netflix/Marvel era character is officially back in the MCU. Well, take a look at this. This is what Finn Jones, the actor, had to say about returning as Iron Fist. He seems pretty excited. Check it out.
I mean, I love Danny Rand. I love Danny Rand. I love that character. I love everything about him. I think he's such a jewel. A lot of room for growth. Personally, where I would like to see the reintroduction of the character would be something like a Heroes for Hire TV series. I think that would be the most dynamic and the most fun way to reintroduce those characters. And I think I loved working with Mike. I loved the on-screen chemistry between Danny and Luke. I'd love to pick up the mantle again and keep moving this character forward, and make it the best possible Iron Fist that there could be.
As I said, he does seem quite enthusiastic, and I love where he's going with this. Heroes for Hire, that's what I've been saying. Yeah. And I think Heroes for Hire could also spin off onto, Sisters of the Dragon, which would be amazing. Let's get back to it. Released as part of Phase 4 of the MCU, 2021 Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings follows the title character, played by Simu Liu, as he is forced to confront his past when his father, Zhu Wenwu, Tony Leung, the leader of the Ten Rings terrorist organization, draws him and his sister Zhu Jialang, Mangar Zhang, into a search for a mythical village. Although released during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, Shang-Chi was still a box office success for Marvel Studios. Surely was. Grossing $432 million worldwide. Yeah, they need some more of that action. It was a good idea to move a few back, scrap a few, and bring Shang-Chi up. That's a smart move. The ones that's been very successful that people want to see more of, that's what you should be consistently staying on while trying to get other stuff done potentially. But not as many movies need to be released at once, especially right now. The movie also broke the record for the largest 4-day Labor Day weekend, earning $94.67 million, basically $94 million. Following its commercial success, a sequel to Shang-Chi was announced in December 2021. Sure was, we covered it. This is another hot one. Hear all about it, read all about it. Hot one. Shang-Chi is a hot one. Yeah, he been killing it. The Shang-Chi hype is real, baby. It is continuing. We got a new site coming at you I hadn't used before, but I kind of liked the article, so we're going to check it out, and more after this.
United Comics Universe.
A universe for fans.
From pages to pictures, we are comics.
Hot, hot, hot. Shang-Chi is on fire. Hot one news, baby. Hot one news. Your dog JoninSho is back at you. Sniffing around as always. But yeah, we got something about Shang-Chi, and let's hit it. Kevin Feige teases plans for Shang-Chi sequels. Shang-Chi has a rumored title. Marvel Studios has kept the development of Shang-Chi mostly under wraps, with Richmond's report being the first concrete information fans have received since the title for the sequel was supposedly leaked in July 2022. A leaked European trademark revealed that the sequel would be titled Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time, which I don't think worked out. I think that might have been a fake title or something. I'm not sure. While neither Marvel Studios nor Richmond have confirmed this title, Wreckage of Time would fit with the latter's claim that the sequel will feature time travel. Indeed it would, but we know that may not end up being the final title, which is fine. However, until Marvel officially announces the title, fans should continue to refer to the project as Shang-Chi 2. And we will. Is Shang-Chi in Avengers 5? At the time of writing, Liu is only confirmed to appear as Shang-Chi in his upcoming sequel and the animated series Marvel Zombies. The actor has hinted that the superhero will be a part of the upcoming Avengers sequels, teasing back in 2022, after Marvel Studios' San Diego Comic-Con appearance, quoted, "I don't want to jump the gun or anything, but I feel like there might be room for me in a couple of those, wouldn't you say? I'm going to be busy the next few years." That was quoting Simu Liu. However, in February 2024, Liu revealed that he wasn't sure if he had to be a part of Avengers 5 or Avengers Secret Wars. Well, I believe Secret Wars is probably going to have a little bit of everybody in it. He'll probably be there. It's going to be amazing. Multiple versions of multiple heroes and villains people like, and possibly Doom, the Doctor. Oh man, I don't know. I guess this must be Simu Liu again. Yeah, Liu revealed. Oh man, I don't know. To be honest, I mean, those things are so above my pay grade. I just want to continue to be a fan of it, you know? When I get a call of like hey, this is what you're in, and this is where you're going to show up, and this is when you're going to need to be blacked out for. While unsure about his involvement in the Avengers franchise, Liu did declare that Marvel needed to give the people a sequel to Shang-Chi, and we agree. Shang-Chi does not yet have a release date. Source was Daniel Richman via X. Well, hope you're excited about Shang-Chi too. But I noticed something earlier. Fenrir Moon put to my attention. Another content creator out there. You know, we don't always get it right, so sometimes do your own research too. But hopefully we can give it to you straight. Not talking about us. Talking about another content creator, where he said, I think he misconstrued. He was basically saying that Colleen, you remember the Marvel Iron Fist Netflix TV series where Colleen Wing became the Iron Fist, and they showed some of her backstory, and it turns out she was related to a previous Iron Fist, which was like a female pirate back in the 1500s, something like that. And he was saying that in the series, they said that she was the original Iron Fist. But that was actually incorrect. Because if you sit here and look at it, actually pay attention, she's not, I've seen that series many times because it's one of my favorites. She actually was saying, well, Colleen Wing was actually, and Iron Fist at the time, Danny Rand, they were having a conversation. They were actually pointing out that her ancestral, basically, grandmother or aunt back in the day, 1500s, was the first female to ever beat Shao Lao the Undying, the dragon, and attain the powers of the, the Iron Fist. But that was not what the content creator here said. Check it out. This is what they did.
Not totally clear if this ancient Iron Fist that everybody's talking about is either Fan Fei from the more recent Avengers 1 million BC team, or if it's going to be Wu Aoshi, the pirate queen of Pinghai Bay. The Marvel Netflix Iron Fist series was using her as the canonical first person to ever wield the Iron Fist. In the comics, they've introduced a few ancient versions of the character. Originally, Wu Aoshi was not the actual first person to wield the power. She was just meant to be the Iron Fist that was active during the 1500s. But during the Netflix show, when they were explaining how Colleen Wing was descended from the Iron Fist lineage, Danny Rand names Wu Aoshi as her ancestor as the original Iron Fist.
Nagging me ever since Frank Choi told us your mother's story. I've heard that story before, Colleen. In Kunlun, a story about the first woman to defeat the dragon. Her name was Wu Aoshi. You know her as the pirate queen of Pinghai Bay. A woman who may very well be your ancestor.
So, yeah, we don't always get it right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see what he was saying, but I guess that one just slipped by him because he said one thing but showed us another, if you know what I mean. She was definitely not the first Iron Fist. However, though, the first Iron Fist was a female. Well, the furthest back that we are aware of in comics, anyway, which was Fan Fei. She was back in 1 million BC around that time. And with the prehistoric Avengers alongside Bashenga, a version of the Phoenix, I think they called her Red Hair, and everything like that. But yeah, we don't always get it right, so yeah, just wanted to point that out. Don't listen to that guy because he ain't got it right. But let's talk a little bit about these previous Iron Fists. Since the upcoming Shang-Chi movie will be all about time travel, and Iron Fist is supposed to be appearing. Which Iron Fist, we don't know. How many Iron Fists? No clue. But since they may possibly show up, and if you're a fan of Iron Fist, you might be interested in this. Let's see if we can find a little bit about these potential future upcoming Iron Fist in Shang-Chi 2. Alright, seems appropriate at this time to begin with the beginning, as far as we know. Fan Fei, the first Iron Fist, as far as 1 million BC. But Kunlun obviously has been around a lot longer than that. Now, how long Lei Kung the Thunder has been around, I have no idea, but he definitely appears to be immortal. Because he's been around so many Iron Fists so long ago, he has to be. Fan Fei. Okay, so it was Fan Fei. And it's the past, 1 million BC, Earth 616. which is 616 is what the MCU is currently loosely based on. Very, very, very loose. And let's see a little bit about her. Origin: early human who defeated the undying dragon Shao Lao, the Undying, gaining the power of the Iron Fist from its molten heart. Living status: presumed deceased. Reality: Earth 616. Place of birth: Kunlun. Her identity is a secret, so she's not known. Citizenship, of course, Kunlun. Criminal, so she was a criminal in the past. Let's start off with a quote from Fan Fei. Let's see what she's feeling, what's in her heart. I only knew that before I joined my students in the belly of that flaming monstrosity, I was going to punch the mighty Shao Lao in his miserable dragon face. And so I did. And then something even more unexpected happened. I didn't die, but I did begin burning. And that was Fan Fei. Great, let's read a little about our history if you're interested. Fan Fei was a native to the city of Kunlun, born to the Green Lotus House and trained from childhood in the sacred art of Kung Fu. When she was 15 years old, Fan began sneaking out beyond the sacred city's gates, where she encountered early cavemen. Fascinated by these people and seeing their struggles against, so Kunlun must be another dimension that's connected to Earth Realm or whatever. Fascinated by these people and seeing their struggles against the beasts preying on them, Fan taught several of them the basics of Kunlun Kung Fu to allow them to defend themselves. Well, ain't she awesome? After 3 months of training, Fan was discovered and declared a traitor for sharing the city's secrets with outsiders, a status that left her condemned as the worst criminal. There it is. So that's what caused her criminality. As the worst criminal in the history of Kunlun, causing her to be disavowed by clan and family alike. Fei was brought before the Thunderer. Wow, so the Thunderer was around in 1,000,000 BC? Oh my goodness, how old is this guy? Maybe they're just, coming to Earth at different times. I don't know. I need to know more about Kunlun, it seems. The Thunderer at the cave of Shao Lao, the holy dragon, the Undying, where she was forced to watch as her student was executed by the creature. In a rage, Fei broke the shackles binding her and charged Shao Lao with every intention of dying alongside her pupils after punching the dragon in the face. But instead, when struck, the dragon Fan punched all the way through, blasting through the dragon's mouth and out the back of its head, killing the dragon and coating her hands in its burning blood. That's why they call Shao Lao the Undying, because he always comes back, leaving no matter how many times you rip the man's heart out, he's coming on back. Well, assuming it's a man. Leaving her with a dragon-shaped mark on the back of her hand and the ability to harness her chi in glowing, burning hands as hard as metal. The first in what would become a long line of iron fists. Declaring the dragon scar her mark of shame, the Thunderer decreed that Fan Fei was to be exiled, never to return to the sacred city again. Fan wandered the earth for a decade, and while she refused to train any more of the early humans she encountered in her exile, she found herself unable to leave them defenseless. She's awesome. She battled monsters, deviants, the deviants, like in Eternals, and eventually found herself in conflict with the gorilla clan of man-apes. I bet that gorilla clan of man-apes must be related to M'Baku in the Black Panther movie. I believe that is the clan that he's from. So wow, it's an ancient bloodline, 1,000,000 BC. Black Panther as well. Probably all those different family clans that we've seen in Wakanda in the Marvel version of Black Panther. Eventually found herself in conflict with the gorilla clan of man-apes, battles which saw early man start to worship her as a god and began to attract the attentions of other, more powerful beings. One such as Mephisto, aka Mephistopheles, which is a great time to hear about this because it's said that he will be showing up soon in the MCU, but they may change that, who knows? We shall see. Perhaps, maybe he'll appear in Shang-Chi, I don't know. Approached her one night in an attempt to persuade her to use her powers to conquer the people of... That was Mephisto that approached her. I should have started. Mephisto approached her one night in an attempt to persuade her to use her powers to conquer the people of Earth. Okay. Which Fan violently rejected. Spurned by her refusal, Mephisto granted his gifts on the gorilla in her place, giving them mastery of his hellfire. Hellfire, that's the power from Mephisto that also is where the powers of the spirits of vengeance, Ghost Riders, all the Ghost Riders, that's where it comes from. And sending them to destroy the clans of humans the Iron Fist had protected the previous day. The gorilla attacked, led by the Ape King wielding a club of diamond, but Thawne was able to use her skills to shatter the weapon and rescue the caveman from the flames. Undeterred, Mephisto led the Ape King to the resting place of the Power Stone. Okay, Thanos would be jealous, and sent the newly empowered Ape King to destroy the Iron Fist despite the gem's immense power. Thanos attacked head on, attempting to shatter the stone, but her attempts backfired, creating a shockwave of pure energy that sent her flying. For all her advanced skills, Thawne found herself unable to overcome the raw power of the Infinity Stone. And, well, it is an Infinity Stone, and was left thoroughly beaten. Recovering and bandaging her wounds, Thawne Fei found herself wandering, naturally finding her way to the gates of Kunlun, having temporarily reappeared on Earth, where she was greeted by the Thunderer. Thawne's former jailer explained that the people of the city had watched her exploits, and the Dragon Kings, that's the leaders of Kunlun, had declared that their ruling on her trial was wrong, that her powers were a gift. So this is how the Iron Fist actually began. And we see at first they did not like it, but they changed their mind based on the exploits of this wonderful Thawne Fei. Excellent. Moving right along, and the Dragon Kings had declared that their ruling on her trial was wrong, that her powers were a gift and a natural element of the dragon's life and the culture of Kunlun. The Thunderer offered to end her exile and bring Thawne home, but the Iron Fist rejected his offer, explaining that the Earth was her home now, and her fight for its people had only just begun. Wow. Well, the Iron Fist powers make you immortal, and I do believe it can be more than one Iron Fist at a time, so it's possible that somewhere in the present, 616, she may still be alive, in my opinion. Avengers 1 million BC. At some point, Thawne Fei joined a team of other superpowered mortals and deities dedicated to protecting Earth. She and the other Stone Age Avengers fought an out-of-control Celestial called the Fallen, eventually defeating it and later sealing it in an underground chamber in what would become the modern-day country of South Africa. Wow, so there's another Celestial in Earth? What became of the Iron Fist after that is unknown. Ooh, mysterious. So she's still around somewhere. Powers, seeming those of an average Iron Fist abilities. As an Iron Fist user, it can be summoned that she is skilled in various martial arts. It can be assumed, rather, that she's skilled in various martial arts. She's from Kunlun. She is also able to understand the grunts of her teammate, Starbrand. Starbrand. Another member of 1 million BC Avengers. Well, that was interesting. Moving right along, let's talk more about Colleen Wing's ancestor, Wu Ao-Shi. Maybe we'll see her. Maybe even Colleen Wing may show up in Shang-Chi. She was almost in Shang-Chi 1, but she would have been playing a different character. I believe it was Wen Wu, Shang-Chi's father. Basically Shang-Chi's sister she would have been playing, I believe, but she turned it down in hopes, if I'm understanding right. Let me know if I'm wrong down in the comments. But she didn't want to do it because she didn't want there to be no chance of coming back as Colleen Wing. Smart move if you ask me, especially since we really did enjoy her in the Iron Fist series. Okay, around 1545 AD, Wu Ao-Shi became one of the few women to obtain the title of the Iron Fist. Known to be an unruly child and a thief, Lei Kung, the Thunderer, still saw potential in her to be a great fighter. After taking her under his wing, she began training to one day become the next Iron Fist. However, Wu's plans were almost deterred when she fell in love with a local fisherman. They exchanged rings that were infused with her chi and would glow whenever they were near each other. After getting enraged, she faced and defeated the dragon, gaining the legendary chi controlling powers. However, her fiance did not agree with her violent future and left Kunlun. Wu left in search of him once the city connected with Earth. To make money, she became a mercenary. After being defeated while trying to overtake the Wokou pirates. Oh, that was the pirate clan that she ruled. She was taken to be executed by her fiance, found her in time. Wow, her fiance found her. Okay, so the pirates tried to execute her, and her fiance found her in time. Wu managed to kill most of the pirates using her impeccable archery skills and flaming chi arrows after she gained the title of Pirate Queen of Pinghai Bay. The couple was able to spend their remaining years together. Okay, and that's a little bit about, what was it? Wu Aoshi? Wu Aoshi. Okay, so that was a little bit about her, and that's Kailing's ancestral grandmother, aunt, something like that. But Kailing Wing is related to her. So maybe the first Iron Fist, since they are doing Eyes of Wakanda, maybe we'll see that one. Possible Wu Aoshi, since Kailing Wing may one day come back into the MCU, we'll see. But that's a little bit about some past Iron Fist. There's quite a few of them. It's probably almost 24 or more. I'm not sure. But there's been some pretty amazing Iron Fists, and a lot of them had their own special powers and figured out things of the Iron Fist that other Iron Fists did not figure out. Whether it was only limited to them, we don't know. But they really should get it together where they keep all their knowledge and information together for the next Iron Fist, so that those skills can be passed down throughout the ages. Because the better the Iron Fist, the safer Kunlun and Earth realm, the world of Earth, and anywhere the Iron Fist goes. And since it's a positive force of benevolence, thanks to their training, it can be very useful. The more you know, the more you can accomplish and do. But this has been your next Hot One News, everyone. But until then, your dog will be sniffing around, see if I find us something else I think we may like. I hope you're excited about Shang-Chi 2, as I cannot wait. Shang-Chi 1 was pretty amazing, don't you think? Let us know down below how you feel. And don't forget to check us out at www.unitedcomicsuniverse.net. That's unitedcomicsuniverse.net, baby. Check us out. Let us know what you need and we'll give it to you. For fans, by fans. Hopefully Marvel can survive, everyone, so we can enjoy the things that we love in the comics. You know, their fan version. That's what I'm calling, because they don't follow the comics. Their fan version come to life in the theaters that we can enjoy. But until then, I'll catch you again, and we are, you know what I'm about to say, comics, baby. I'll catch you again.
Turn it up, Jado.
Copyright disclaimer. Citation of articles and authors in this report does not imply ownership. Works and images presented here fall under Fair Use Section 107 and are used for commentary on globally significant newsworthy events. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Community Guidelines Disclaimer. The points of view and purpose of this video is not to bully or harass anyone, but rather share that opinion and thoughts with other like-minded individuals curious about the subject.